بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. صلى الله عليك يا رسول الله وعلى أهل بيتك المظلومين. صلى الله عليك يا أبا عبد الله وعلى الأرواح التي حلت بفنائك. عليك مني سلام الله أبدا ما بقيت وبقي الليل والنهار، ولا جعله الله آخر العهد مني لزيارتكم. Everybody together, place your hand on your chest, saying salam to our beloved Imam Al Hussein alayhi salam. Assalamu ala al-Hussein. Everybody, assalamu ala وعلى علي بن الحسين وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين جميعا ورحمة الله وبركاته. صلوات. We pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to hasten the appearance of our beloved Imam Al Mahdi ajalallah ta'ala faraj sharif with the blessing of another loud salawat. We pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us amongst His companions and His sincere soldiers with the blessing of another loud salawat. قال الله الحكيم في محكم كتابه الكريم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وكونوا مع الصادقين. O you who have faith, be wary of Allah and be with the truthful. As we discussed the characteristics and the personalities of the companions of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein in the previous night, we discussed that their determination, their willpower to make the right decision at the right time, at the right place, is something that we have to start bringing into our lives. For them to make the right decision, and that decision, that determination, unshakable. Sisters, please help us inshallah tonight. Sisters, do they hear my voice on the side of the sisters? Inshallah, if sisters hear my voice, let them recite loud salawat. Unshakable willpower. They were selfless because, the second characteristic, because of the love that they had for Imam Hussein alayhi salam. Completely selfless. It's nothing about them anymore. They melted in the love of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. And they kept going forward. And as we mentioned in the previous night, it's good to remind ourselves that they would say, if they kill us, and then we come back alive, and then they burn us alive, and then we die and we come back alive, and then they kill us, and then we come back alive, and then they burn us alive 70 times, oh Imam Hussein, we will not leave you alone. We will be with you. We will be there to defend you and to protect you. This, we see it in handful of other companions of other Imams also. For example, Hujr ibn Adi al-Kandi. All of us, we have heard of his name. When Daesh attacked Syria, that was one of the graves that they destroyed. Hujr ibn Adi, a companion of Amir al-Mu'minin Adi ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam. That he was ordered by Muawiyah, anywhere that you see Hujr ibn Adi and his sons and his children and his slaves, behead. if they do not disassociate from Amir al-Mu'minin Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam. In the middle, in the Sham, in Syria, they get him. They tell him, either you disassociate from Imam Ali alayhi salam, or we behead you and your children, your slaves. Who you talking to? Hujr ibn Adi. He said, I'm ready. Me disassociating myself from Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam, you'll see it in your dream. Will behead you. Do so. But I have one request. First, behead my 2 sons in front of me. They love Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam. They are willing to sacrifice, but I'm afraid if you kill me first, they see blood, they see their father has been killed, I'm afraid their faith might shake. I don't want that to happen. It's not that he forced them. No, I know they're willing to sacrifice. I'm afraid if they see I was slaughtered in front of them, they see the blood, they might back up. I don't want that to happen. I, as a father, those who are already a father, us as a father, when our kids get a fever, we get a fever. If something happens to them, we have pain. He, as a father, he sees his 2 sons in front of him beheaded for the sake of Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam. This is called love, which we don't see it this day and age. It has been replaced by what? By fake love that we discussed it in the previous nights. And then he prays 2 rak'ah salah, and they behead him also. Until today, the name of Hujr ibn Adi al-Kandi is still alive amongst us as one of the companions of Amir al-Mu'minin Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam. Every Imam had some of these companions, Hawariyun, close companions to him. For example, Kumayl ibn Ziyad also. Abu Hamza al-Thumali, companion of Imam Zain al-Abidin alayhi salam. Abu Khalid al-Kabuli, from Afghanistan, he becomes the companion of Imam Zain al-Abidin alayhi salam, from Hawariyin of the Imam. Can we become the Hawariyin and the close companions of Imam Mahdi ajalallahu ta'ala farajah? Yes. How? If I put that as my objective, if my life changes and every day and night, I think about it, how can I become one of those 313? And as we have said, these ahadith should be repeated again and again and again. قال أمير المؤمنين علي بن أبي طالب عليه السلام من أراد شيئا ناله أو بعضه. Any decision, any goal that you put in your mind that you want to achieve it, either you will achieve it or you get close to it. But if my objective in this world is all about the materialistic well-being of myself, have nothing to do with spirituality, of course I will not get it. Other people will get it. Other people will become one of the 313. That's why we have dedicated these nights reading through the lives of these companions who selflessly, they were going toward death. They were running toward the death. Any of us will run toward death? We run 120 miles per hour away from death. Who is willing to die tonight? I still have some things to do. But they ran toward death. And with happiness, the night of Ashura, according to the historians, the night of Ashura, these companions were joking with one another. The night of Ashura, tomorrow is their death. They're happy because they have felt again in love with Abu Abdullah al-Hussein. And that love keeps burning in them and keeps burning. They don't know what to do with this. The only thing we can do to protect Abu Abdullah al-Hussein is for us to sacrifice ourselves for him. We will do it. Willingly we will do it. With all of our heart we will do it. 2 characteristics. Decision making, willpower, determination, very strong. As we mentioned, how can we get to that point to have a strong determination? Willpower starts with small action plans. Small wajibat to be on time. Small muharramat taking away. 1 muharram a day we subtract. 1 wajib a day we add. This is all reminder. 3rd characteristics. Believing and having yaqeen in life after death, which we concluded last night's lecture. They had yaqeen in life after death. There is a beautiful sermon. Anybody who wants to become muttaqi, anybody who wants to become pious and muttaqi, in Nahj al-Balagha, Hammam comes to the commander of the faithful, Amir al-Mu'minin Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam. He says, Sifli al-Muttaqeen, describe me the pious individuals as I see them. Imam says, you cannot take it. He says, no. He keeps insisting. Imam tells him, beautiful sermon in Nahj al-Balagha. What is Nahj al-Balagha? Nahj al-Balagha is a kind of dish that they make it in China. It's good to eat. Because some people are completely, they don't know what I'm talking about. Nahj al-Balagha, it's a book that has been compiled by Sharif al-Radhi, Sermons of Amir al-Mu'minin Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam. Read Khutbat al-Muttaqeen, read it. Imam sees pious individuals, they see heaven in front of them. When a good deed comes, they see heaven in front of them and they run toward it. Last night, what did you say? When the door of opportunity, when they knock on them, the door of opportunity opens to them, they see heaven, they run toward it. How? Again, as we have mentioned it. When the time of donation comes, when the time of manpower comes, when the time comes that we have to do something for the sake of Allah and Ahl Bayt, this person runs, this person is pious because he sees it. But for me, أثاقلتم إلى الأرض, the Quran says, you become heavy on earth. You can't move anymore. And also a pious individual sees hellfire in front of him. When he sees a sin, he sees a hellfire and he runs away from it. So these people were pious of the pious. On the day of Ashura, Amr ibn Khalid al-Saydawi, he's going to the battlefield and he's reading poetry, introducing himself and his mission and his vision within a couple of lines of poetry. Every one of these companions, when they went to the battlefield, they introduced themselves. That was the culture. When you go to the battlefield, you introduce yourself and your mission and your vision comes within 2-3 lines. Amr ibn Khalid al-Saydawi, what he says, he's going toward the battlefield, toward death. فَأَبْشِرِي بِالرُّوحِ وَالرَّيْحَانِ. Glad tidings, al-bishara. You are going toward ruh wa rayhan, you're going toward heaven. So this person, when he sees heaven, and he just was with Imam Hussein alayhi salam, and he knows that he dies and within a couple of hours Imam Hussein will be with him there, is he going to be afraid of death anymore? This is called true love and yaqeen. We all are believers of hereafter. I, as a sister, have heard that, Sheikh, don't make it very complicated. Religion of Islam is very easy. Islam is easy, but has guidelines. Sheikh, don't scare. I don't know, should I scare? Is that a scare? No, but it's a responsibility. On the day of Qiyamah, I'm going to be accountable for every word that I say. And I thought, try to please in people I did not say. Allah will say, why didn't you say this hadith? Why didn't she say this word? Allah, I was afraid if I would have said it, some people would have taken it personally and some people would have not liked it. Responsibility. Imam Zain al-Abidin, on the day of, when he comes to the palace of Yazid, he says, let me go top of these woods and say something. Lillahi fihi rida. I want to gain Allah's satisfaction and benevolence toward these people. I have heard this hadith. If my hair as a sister, one hair is out, Allah will punish me for this one hair. Allah, Shaykh, Allah, Ghafurun Rahim. Yes, I believe in that. But at the same time, Shadidul Iqab. Both. Neither lose hope in Allah's mercy, nor be completely hopeful that Allah will forgive everything. Nope. Yaqeen. So I want to see, do I believe in akhirah or I have yaqeen in life after death and the reward and the punishment? How I should do when I should see myself when the time of test comes, when the time of me lowering my gaze, when the haram comes, that the time shows how much yaqeen I have. That much shows. I'm invited to do nikah. Never invited to the wedding receptions because not a place for the sheikh to come. I understand that. Very logical. Thank you so much for not inviting me, because if I come there, as soon as I walked in, I'm going to walk out the same way that I walked in. But I'm always there for nikah. Walked into the room, everybody's sitting. As soon as I walked into the room, oh, Sheikh is here. And as soon as it says Qabil to finish, Sheikh left, it's finished. Who is Sheikh that I'm afraid? I respect Sheikh. I appreciate it. I'm honored by that respect. But do I believe that Imam Mahdi sees this? Do I believe Rasulullah sees this? Do I believe angels are seeing me? Allah sees me? That's called yaqeen. Sheikh, it's only one night. Just leave us alone. It's just one night. Let's just have fun. Men and women together. Women with the latest hijab and latest makeup and tight clothes. But Sheikh, there's separation. Women sitting here, men sitting there. But when they get up and there's a... I just don't want to go with the end of it. This is called the yaqeen. At the time of salah comes, will I keep sitting and wait for the game to go to the halftime for me to go pray my prayer? Or right away, as soon as Adhan said, they're about to do touchdown, I go, I have yaqeen in Allah and akhirah. Who cares about touchdown? Let me go and talk with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is called the yaqeen. In money, halal and haram business, the person came to a marja, taqleed, and he says, where is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Look at this marja, how he beautifully answers him. He says, what do you do? He says, I'm safar. Safar is like, they used to get these metal pots and pans. If it had holes, they would put a piece of metal on it, and they would hit until it's completely patched. Sometimes, they're supposed to make it very nicely, it doesn't show. Some of these people would just leave a small hole in it, like just to do some typical, unfortunately, Muslim job. They don't do finished job. Marja' Taqleed says Allah is in that hole, small hole that you left and you didn't finish job. Allah is watching you from that hole. Allah is watching. Yaqeen in akhirah. These people, Amr ibn Khalid al-Saydawi goes there and he gives glad tidings to himself. Let's recite this loud salawat. میفرمایید سیدنا میفرمایید ببخشید Let's recite another loud salawat. May I request to please move forward. رحم الله من ذكر القائم من آل محمد. Please move forward. As much as possible, please move forward. ما صل على محمد وآل محمد. So Amr ibn Khalid al-Saydawi, he goes and he's giving glad tidings because he has yaqeen in akhirah. And then after him, who goes? His son goes. Look at the upbringing of this son. Not only I as a father, I have done my duty toward Abu Abdullah al-Hussein. No, I have raised children with the love of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. His son also goes to the battlefield and he says, Ya abata, qad sirtu fil janani. You're already in heaven and I'm joining you. What do I learn? I, as a father and a mother, have I did my share in planting the seeds of the love of Ahlul Bayt alayhum salam in the hearts of my kids? Or the only thing I concern is when we go out for them to have the best clothes on, the latest brand name shoes, the latest technology, and this is it. Sheikh, I'm sending him to Sunday school. MashaAllah, inshallah, within 2 weeks, he will become Ayatollah al-Uzma from that Sunday school. Sunday school is good. It's needed, mandatory, obligatory, every center. But that is not the whole thing. In the house, I as a father, I as a mother, I have a responsibility. We'll talk about it later tonight. Another companions, we're bringing example of these companions that they had yaqeen in life after death. Abdul Rahman al-Arhabi, when he's going to the battlefield and he's getting cut by swords and spears and arrows, what he says, sabran ala al-asyaf wal-asanna, sabran alayha lidukhul al-jannah. Be patient. Take one more sword. Take one more spears. Take one more arrow. Sabran. Be patient. Just a little bit. Sabran alayha lidukhul al-jannah. Take a couple more. You're going to be entering heaven in a couple of minutes. You will fall down. They were not afraid of death. Person comes to Abu Dharr al-Ghifari. He says, why are we afraid of death? Anybody here loves this? Anybody? Anybody? He says, because you built this dunya and you ruined akhirah. You built this dunya perfectly, But akhirah, nothing has been sent. So you're afraid to go from a place that you already have built to a place that it's ruined and you have nothing sent there. These people, sabran, let it be more patient. Sabr. How can I get to that level? When I do sabr. When I'm patient. Sabr within 3 categories. Sabr when it comes to ta'at Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Obeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Acting upon the wajibat. That's one kind of sabr. Second kind of sabr. Muharramat. Haram comes to me. It's the age for my marriage. Age for marriage. Disclaimer. Boys and girls. Age 18, 19, 20, 21. That's the age of marriage for boys and girls. You can argue with me and I can give you a book completely disagreeing with you above that. My time is there to get married, but I haven't found the right spouse. I see haram, I can't get involved. Allah said, be patient. Sabr. If you had sabr and patience, I have it ready for you, but I want to see how much you are patient. If I keep practicing these small patient, inshallah, I can become one of the companions of Imam Mahdi. Say, inshallah. During those days that everyone within Kufa had materialistic life in their mind, they came to Karbala to kill Imam Hussein because of couple of darahim, couple of dollars, a bag of wheat or flour or rice, a bag, small bag. They came to kill Karbala, Imam Hussein alayhi salam. All materialistic. Don't we see today it's all about materialistic life cycle for us? It's about how can I increase my paycheck. So during that materialistic lifestyle that they're all concerned about this world and this world only and nothing else, these 72 to 150 people stand up having yaqeen in akhirah. Let's move on. Tonight, the night of Abu Fadl Abbas alayhi salam. We want to come to a beautiful poetry by Abu Fadl Abbas alayhi salam and drive thousands and thousands of lessons, but we have only few we can talk about it. Time is finishing. Everything in this world has a price. When we go to the store, we pick a product. We see this product. My wife and I, for example, we pick this product. For example, it says $20. We talk to one another, it's not worth it. Probably $10 or $12. We go someplace else, well, something that's worth $100, well, they have a discount, $10. Everybody rushes. Why? Because really, $1 is supposed to be $100 when we get discount. Why we like it? Because the price for something, it was high, they reduced it. Everything has a price. Within our materialistic life, sometimes we don't buy something we need, but we see it, it's not worth it. It's too much. Let me go and bargain and let me go, as we say in Farsi, let me find some other places on eBay, or maybe I find it, some second-handed. It's not worth it for me to buy this with this price. Everything has a price. And how much we are willing to pay for it. Religion also has a price that people must pay for it. Let me give you an example. Please follow my analysis. I'm trying to get to a very beautiful conclusion, inshallah. If we have kept something in this hall, and I tell people I place something in this hall, there are people outside, enemies of this thing, whatever this thing is called. I want you to protect this. Please, everybody, go out and defend this door. Make sure nobody walks into this hall. If they come and they take this, it's going to be bad for you. Everybody goes out, listening to the sheikh. Usually doesn't happen, but inshallah it's going to happen. Everybody goes out, waiting there. They start hearing voices, gunshots, tanks, RPG. Half of the people is gone. Because they didn't know right now, first of all, the value of this, and they were afraid. But if I tell you about this thing, if you don't protect this, by protecting this, you're bringing prosperity, tranquility, wealth, richness, happiness, everything you're bringing for your child and next generation. But if they take this, there will be no more prosperity. It will be bloodshed. It won't be any more happiness. Your child will suffer every minute of their lives. How you will protect this wall and this door? Because you understand it. You understand the value of what is in this hall that needs to be protected. Despite giving your life, You will stand there because I want my kids and my children and my next generation and my family to not suffer. Don't we do that? Why we go to work? Because we want to provide for our family. We want to have good education for them, good house for them, good food, good clothes. Understand that. We should do it. There's a reward in it. But what is higher than this? It's called religion. It's called Islam. With deen, if we had deen, which deen is, as we discussed it, Quran and Ahl al-Bayt alayhim salam, Rasulullah says, ما إن تمسكتم بهما لن تضلوا بعدي أبدا. If you hold on to this, both you will not go astray. Did people hold on to Quran and Ahl al-Bayt after Rasulullah? Yes or no? No. What happened? What happened? I had one lecture. We analyzed from the time of Rasulullah's departure from this world, martyrdom, until Bani al-Abbas finished. We analyzed how many million Muslims were killed. How many Muslims were there? Because what? They didn't hold on to Ahl al-Bayt and Quran. They didn't protect this door for the enemy to come and attack this religion. The characteristics of companions of Ahl al-Bayt alayhim salam, Imam Hussein alayhi salam, in Abu al-Fadl Abbas, what he reads, he says, Wallah, after they cut his hand, Wallah in qata'tumu yamini inni uhami abadan an dini. Cut my hand, that's the price I'm willing to pay for what? Abada inni uhami. I'm here to defend my religion. I'm here to protect my religion. Wa an imam as-sadiq al-yaqini. The truth imam, the truthful imam, I'm here to defend. Cut my hand. That's the price I'm willing to take. Throw an arrow into my eyes. I'm willing to take that. I'm willing to pay that price. Take my life. I'm willing to pay that price. For what? For deen. For Islam. We take it for granted. A lot of bloods were shed for you and I to sit here, safety and security, until today. People in Pakistan, in Parachanar, in Afghanistan, every day a car bomb, every day one Husseini has been blew, every day one person has been shot. And you and I, we take it for granted. And why don't you come to Majlis? Why not the first, fifth night? We see that much crowd within all the Majalis. Sheikh, tomorrow we have school, tomorrow we have work, tomorrow we have other things. I'm not willing to sacrifice a couple of hours of my sleep and my kids' sleep, only 10 nights of Muharram, to come from the first night to 10th night, because I don't know the value of this religion, where the blood of Amir al-Mu'mineen all the way until Imam Hassan al-Askari was shed, and they were poisoned and they were killed for this religion to stand high. Religion of Islam, by the time that it gets to Imam Hussein alayhi salam, Imam says from Islam, what it has left is only its name. The true essence of Islam has been beheaded, and this body of Islam has lost all of its blood. It's about to die. I as Hussein, me, 18 of my Bani Hashim, 72 to 150 of my companions, I will come and I will sacrifice everything for this Islam to sit again and to stand upright and show people this is the guidance, this is the light, this is the salvation, this is prosperity, this is tranquility. If you follow religion of Islam, you won't have any problem. If you follow the religion of Islam, there won't be any more bloodshed. If you follow the religion of Islam, there won't be any more chaos and corruption. Imam Zayn al-Abidin, same thing. Imam al-Baqir, Lady Ruqayya, Imam Hussein, why you take your family with you? I'm bringing them because this religion is very important. إنما خرجت لطلب الإصلاح في أمتي جدي. I came out to revive the nation of my grandfather. Only 50 years. What do we see right now, the religion of Islam? That unfortunately, a bitter truth is when Imam Mahdi Ajalallah Ta'ala Faraj Sharif reappears, people, our own people, go to him and they tell him, you brought a new religion for us? What is this? Because I started bringing my culture and I added to the religion of Islam, and I follow the culture. Anywhere that I want, I bring. What Imam Hussein says, وَالدِّينُ لَعِقٌ عَلَىٰ أَلْسِنَتِهِمْ يَدِرُونَهُ حَيْثُ مَا دَارَتْ مَعَايِشُهُم. It's like a saliva on their mouth. If they like it, let's have religiosity, astaghfirullah. But when they don't need it, well, culture says this. Wallah, by God, cut my hands. إن قطعتم يميني أني أحامي أبدا عن ديني. I will protect this religion. I'm willing to pay the price. How much are you willing to pay for this religion? Financially, manpower, effort. Nobody has proof against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. قال الله الحكيم في محكم كتابه الكريم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ولله الحجة البالغة. Allah has ultimate proof against you. We stand in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I want to bring excuse. Allah will bring it. I'll give you an example. I have always used this example. Thursday night, Dua Kumail. I had a convert. Our mosque is in Springfield, Maryland. He lived all the way in Virginia. He lived all the way in Maryland. He said, Sheikh, it takes me 2 hours. There's no bus station by my house. I have to walk 4 blocks to get to the first bus station. I get to the bus station, to the metro. I come all the way to here. And then I walk 4 blocks to another bus station. And then it takes me 2 hours to come and attend Dua Kumail. Because I know the value of Dua Kumail. And when I tell people, why don't you come for Dua Kumail? You know, Sheikh, busy. Tomorrow I have work to do. Hours. Imam Ali alayhi salam says, if you read one segment of Dua Kumail, one segment, it's enough for Allah to cleanse you from all of your sin. One segment of Dua Kumail. That Thursday night comes and goes, I don't know what is in about Dua Kumail. This is the religion. For whom? For whom? For you and I. Ahl al-Bayt, why they sacrifice? For whom? For you and I to reach salvation. They already have reached salvation. They are the highest of the highest. They have reached high, but they are so merciful. They came down to give you their hand. Take my hand, come up. Only 150 people listened to him. All the other people in last levels of hellfire. And this day and age is very dangerous. I'll give you an action plan. A dua to read. Dua al-Ghariq. In this era, our religion and our religiosity and our belief and iman and faith is being attacked on every hour, every minute, every post that's bringing doubts to the youth, our youth mind and our lives. That's attacked. That's an arrow toward the religion of Islam. There's a beautiful dua, very small, very short. My wife wrote it and she put it by the door. Anytime we leave the house, we read it. Very short. Imam Sadiq alayhi salam said, at the time, end of the time, Al-Ghaiba, read this dua. Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, Ya Muqallib al-Qulub, Thabbit qalbi ala dinak. Oh Allah, oh merciful, oh ever merciful, Ya Muqallib, the one who changes the heart, keep my heart firm and strong and unshakable. Ala dinak, your religion. How much am I willing to pay for this religion? What is the price that I put for this religion? Some people with one lie, they sell the religion. Some people for $5, they will sell this religion. Some people for 1-2 minutes discussion with the opposite gender, they'll sell their religion. Religion of Islam is up 1400 years ago. Action plan. Number 1, acting. How can we defend this religion in this day and age? Right now, there is no sword, no shield, no sacrifice, no blowing up. No, there's none of these. It's for other people who are trying to protect their religion by blowing themselves up, which we don't believe. Completely agree. And they come and they blow us. And they call themselves Muslim. Our Islam. First, gaining knowledge of it, which we discussed it. Usul al-Din, Furu' al-Din, Akhlaq. And acting upon it. Ahkam of Salah. Right now, not necessarily, you don't have to necessarily know all the ahkam of Hajj, because you're going to forget it. Before Hajj, inshallah, if you become mustati and go to Hajj, well, read the ahkam of Hajj. Beautiful. But right now, Salah, the most important. Ramadan comes, Risala of Tawdih al-Masalif or Maraja. Go read tonight, go find the marja', the marja' that you follow, his Risala. Alhamdulillah, majority of them have been translated into English. Take the part of Salah and Najasat and Tahara and see what is it. That's religion. Ahkam, correct way of praying. Akhlaq, correct relationship between wife and husband, between parents and the kids. Abghadul halal, divorce. Why I see so much divorces within our communities? Why? Because man didn't know his right and woman didn't know her rights. And this living, the lifestyle, wasn't the lifestyle of Muhammad and Ali Muhammad, salawat by their names. Risalatul Huquq, Imam Zayn al-Abidin alayhi salam. It can be read within an hour. Small book, 51 rights. Read in it. Read. Imam says, I know I'm going a lot after the men. Sorry, but I have to say it. Imam said the right of man toward his wife. Akrimha. It's like half a page. And the translation is there. Just go tonight. Google it, 51 treaties of Imam Zayn al-Abidin. Akrimha. You as a husband, you have to honor her. How do you honor? What does ownership means? When a guest comes to your house, how do you honor them? Please come. You serve them. On the same side has women. Remember, we talked about the wife also. She removing one object from here, putting it here, wanting Allah's satisfaction and wants the house to be good for the husband to come and relax. Allah will look at her with her mercy. It's a balance. Both. When people come to my office and they discuss one another's issue, marital issue, I was like, these are enemy of one another like no other. They're just waiting to kill one another. That's the only thing they haven't done yet. Why? Because religion of Islam, they didn't know. Sheikh, is this within Islam? Yes. Go read Akhlaq. Protect it from whatever harms our religion. It's our responsibility, all of us. قال رسول الله Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa salawat by his name. ألا كلكم راع وكلكم مسؤول. MashaAllah, we know this hadith. Everyone is responsible. Everyone. Everyone. And each and every one of us, we have our own responsibilities. I might have the responsibility of protecting and guiding 1,000 people. You might have the responsibility of one individual to guide them and protect them. That might be your family. يا أيها الذين آمنوا قوا أنفسكم وأهليكم نارا. I as a father, I as a mother, I have a responsibility toward my kids. It's a responsibility. The expectation, I don't know what to talk about. The expectation of the materialistic expectation to the roof. Wife and husband, they have to work. Sheikhna, we're providing for the family. What are you providing? Where are your kids? What are they learning? What are they getting their morality and religion? I put them in the best babysitting. I have read the review on the Yelp. It's very good babysitting. They give them the best food. They put them there. Yeah, of course, when you put them that babysitting from the morning to nighttime, they're going to put mullabasan for them, latmiya, and they put dua kumain. After that, it will be Quran. Yes. What they hear in that babysitting. What they eat, how they've been treated. And then when they grow up, elementary school, middle school, high school, Habibi, lower the expectation in life. I know of family who live in America, who are within corporate America, and only the father works. Wife working, is it haram? No, it's not haram. But who has to raise the children to become the soldiers of Imam Mahdi? Who? School, that there's a separation. Do not talk about religion. Do not talk about morality. Where they are learning these stuff? Where? Where they're going to read about قال الصادق and قال الباقر? Where? Isn't it the responsibility of the mother and the father? يا أيها الذين آمنوا قوا أنفسكم وأهليكم نارا. It is a responsibility. Tell them it's about a fire, hellfire, life, death, heaven, hell, Ahl al-Bayt, walaya. Why our kids are not religious? Whose responsibility is it? كلكم راع وكلكم مسؤول عن رعيته. As a community. Why don't we have, as I mentioned in the previous time, why don't we have private school? Why not? Our kids go into the school that I pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not even one day they last in that school, and we get our own private school. We need schools. We need education. We need قال باقر and قال الصادق. Saturday school, why didn't you become? Well, this week we planned to go for vacation. Next week, where our family came. Next week, Sheikh, it was Saturday, I just let them to sleep. Next week, and at home, they're not learning. Mother comes from work, she's tired. She cooked. Imam Al Mustafa Akhound, beautiful ahadith, تحف العقول. عجبت لمن يتفكر في مأكوله ولا يتفكر في معقوله. I am surprised, I'm shocked. People, everything we read, the ingredients. Oh, gluten-free, no, this, how many calories, because I have my diet. I read, عجبت, I'm surprised. When it comes to food, halal and haram, we have to, definitely. We have to be very careful of it. Every bite we have to be careful. But we put so much. وَلَا يَتَفَكَّرُ فِي مَعْقُولِهِ. What are my kids watching? Do I know of them? Freedom. One day my daughter came and she told me, Dad, I downloaded this app and I'm coloring. It's just a coloring app. She gave it to me. As soon as she gave it to me, I was shocked. And it's for 4+ application. I have the picture, what she was coloring. It's a rabbit, but how they have put the rabbit, I can show it to you. I have it, I have a screenshot of it. Sexuality, every year for our kids. Do we know what they're watching? They have TVs in their rooms, smartphones everywhere. Sheikh, we have to be up to date with the technology. Yes, but do you know what they're watching? Do you know the movies? Do you know the shows? Sheikh, starts when I'm picking the right spouse. If I haven't picked the spouse, ترضون دينه وخلقه. Deen and morality wasn't a criteria for me. Education is good, is wajib. But not everything is education. It's not everything education. I saw a family. She said, I'm not saying this is wrong. See the consequence. She said, a teacher at the university, she said, Sheikh, I'm a Muslim, proud Muslim woman. I'm going and I'm adding value to the community. Teaching what? Engineer. I said, MashaAllah. Allah bless you. Where are your kids? Where are your kids? She said, in the babysitting. Daycare. I said, who's adding value to them? When you go home, do you have time to give love to your kids? Yes, Sheikh, I can do it. Everybody in this life has a responsibility, a role. I, as a father, have to play a father figure. Mother has to play a mother figure. Raising children to be awaiting for Imam Mahdi Ajalallah Ta'ala Farajuh Sharif. Why? كلكم راع. فالأمير على الناس, the king on the people, وهو مسؤول عن رعيته. والرجل راع على أهله, the husband on his family. فالمرأة راعية على أهل بيت بعلها وولده. Wife has responsibility on the kids and the children. But the system has brainwashed me so much, has taken the woman out of the house, and the kids are everywhere. And I receive a phone call. I have received. Remember, learning from others' experience, do not becoming experience for others. A mother calls me, Sheikh, my daughter is home and she's 18 and she's pregnant. Give me some dua. What can I give you? What kind of dua I can give you? I received another, I have personally, they caught my son with X amount of pounds of drugs, heroin. Tell me to do something, give me some kind of dua. What kind of dua I can give you right now? When I burned my lungs from the young age, bring them to Husayniyah, bring them to Majalis, Abu Abdullah al-Hussein, save them, secure them, immune them. They have insurance. These majalis, these minutes are safety and security for these kids. Listening to the majalis of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam, seeing these black cloth, beating their chest for Abu Abdullah alayhi salam. You are securing their future. Sheikh, I'm busy. Sheikh, work. Sheikh, I have something. PhD in excuses. Sheikh this, and right now you need a dua. I'm not the person to give you dua for these things. Sorry. Learn from others' experience. Do not become experience for others. There are some stories that I have seen and witnessed within our own Shia community. I cannot say it here. A father comes to me and he cries. An elderly guy comes in front. People are standing, suddenly they come and he talks to me and he starts shedding tears. What has happened to his son? We cannot talk about it. He said, Sheikh, do something for me. I said, I really don't know. If it's sickness, I can tell you. Financially, I can tell you. Relationship, I can advise you. But these scenarios, we never had it. I don't know what to tell you. But I know you were not there in his life. He said, Sheikh, you are right. And that is painful. For the first 16 years, he said, Sheikh, I worked double shift. I never had a relationship with my son. Why? Because the wife came home and I came out from other family's house. We went there. We saw a bigger house, bigger car, better dishes. Their dish had 7 flowers. Our dish had 5 flowers. Let us go and buy dishes which has 7, 8 flowers. So when they come to us, like, look at the flowers in our dishes. I don't understand this. Competition toward materialistic. Allah says, سَابِقُوا إِلَى مَغْفِرَةٍ مِّن رَبِّكُمْ. Competition, yes, good, but Allah's satisfaction, we should compete one another. Imam Hussein on the day of Ashura says, سَبَقْتُ الْعَالَمِينَ إِلَى الْمَعَالِي بِحُسْنِ خَلِيقَةٍ وَعُلُوِّهِمْ. I competed and I proceeded. Alam, no. People, no. عَالَمِين إِلَى الْمَعَالِي, to the highest. What? With high ambition and حُسْنُ الْخُلْقِ. How much am I willing to pay for this religion? What is the price? How much value religion of Islam has in my heart? Only 10 days of Muharram? 30 nights of Ramadan, that's too much. Oh, not even 10 days of Muharram. Last 5 days, nights of Muharram, 3 nights of Qadr, and day of Eid, definitely. Sheikh, we have to do Salat al-Eid. And Eid al-Adha, definitely we have to pray Salat al-Eid. All together, 10, 15 days. That's how much I'm willing to sacrifice and take from my work and come. I finished. أبا الفضل عباس والله إن قطعتم يميني أني أحامي أبدا عن ديني. I am willing to give my life, the blood of Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam in me. قمر بني هاشم, the bearer of the flag of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein, the family are waiting for me to get them some water, but I'm willing to pay the price and go and sacrifice and defend this religion and defend my Imam. How much I have defended my Imam. How much I have removed misconception from this religion that is madloom, that has been oppressed by our own people before other people. All the companions have been killed. Abu al-Fadl Abbas Ali, everybody, all Bani Hashim, all his brothers, nobody has left for Imam Hussein alayhi salam. Every time Abu al-Fadl Abbas alayhi salam comes and he says, brother, give me permission, Imam Hussein alayhi salam, he won't. Sayyidi, can I go? No, Abu al-Fadl. You are the bearer of my flag. The family have comfort in them. They are assured that they are safe until they see this banner and this flag up high. If you leave, if this flag is no longer up high, it will bring discomfort. They will not feel safe and secure anymore. Oh, Sayyidi Mawlai, he will never call him as a brother. He has learned, he has been disciplined by al-Baneen. Oh, Abu al-Fadl Abbas, you are the son of Fatima al-Baneen. You can never say to Imam Hussein, brother, you are my son. You tell him Sayyidi wa Mawlai. Oh, Abu Abdullah, you will never call him as a brother. He comes and then, son, at the end when he sees there is no Nasr, there is no aid, there is no one there to protect and to defend, he comes to Imam Hussein alayhi salam and he says, Imam, I hear the voices of these children, of Ruqayya, of Sukayna, of Ali al-Azghar. They need some water. At least give me permission, Sayyidi. Give me permission to go and get some water for these kids. Permission is granted. Imam Abu al-Fadl Abbas is happy. I can do something at least. I cannot just stand here and just wear. I can do something for Imam Hussein alayhi salam and his camp. He gets the bucket and mashk and he leaves. He leaves toward the battlefield. 4,000 people were surrounding the Farat, not allowing anybody to get near it. But Abu al-Fadl Abbas, the lion of Bani Hashim, is coming. Everybody scatters around. He gets to the water. He gets to the water and he reminds of himself, oh Abul Fadl Abbas, you know that you cannot drink from this water. You cannot drink from this water. Why? Because Sakina and Ruqayya, they are thirsty. You have promised them. Your master Aba Abdullah, he's still thirsty. After their thirst has been quenched, then you can drink. He takes it. He gets the water and he's really, really happy about it. He's really happy that he has done something because he promised Ruqayya. Before he left the tent, he did not bid farewell. One of the only companion of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, the only individual that not bid farewell the family was Abul Fadl Abbas, because he didn't come for a battlefield. He didn't come to fight. He came to bring water. So everybody's waiting. He saw Ruqayya. He was about to leave. Ruqayya, Ammi al-Abbas, I am really, really thirsty. Okay, Ruqayya, I'm about to go to get some water for you. Just be patient. So Kaina comes. The other daughters of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, the other children, he's going and he gets the water. And how happy can this person be that he has promised to kids? Because you know, when you promise to adults, you can come to and tell them and bring them excuse. Well, I couldn't do it, or whatever excuse. But when you promise children, when you promise kids, and how can you tell them that I couldn't do it? They will say, well, you promised. You promised me you're going to do this for me. And these kids haven't drank water and they are thirsty. And then they come. He comes out of the Nahr al-Farat. He's coming toward the battlefield. He sees, okay, if I go from the middle, everybody's there. He goes from the farms and from between the trees while he's going toward the khayma of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein. Al-La'in ambushes him, and from his side he cuts one of his hands. He says, Wallahi in qata'tumu yamini. If you cut my hand, it's okay, I'll keep going. He still has his bucket with him. He gives the bucket to the other hand and he still has the flag with him already. And the other La'in comes and he cuts his other hand and the other hand falls down. He's going forward. He has the bucket in his mouth and he's holding it. He's begging the enemy, do whatever you want to me, but this bucket, I'm protecting it with my life. I'm not going to let go of this bucket because I have promised them that I'm going to go. Zaban hal, I'm going to do some poetry in English, Farsi, and inshallah I will translate inshallah. The way that he talked, جوری که صحبت میکنه با مشک، ای مشک مریض آبرویم. The bucket, I have reputation in front of them. Please save my reputation. برباد مده تو آرزویم. I have one wish in this life, and the wish is to get this water saved to these children. ای مشک نگاه کن به بالای سرم. Oh مشک, look upstairs, look up high. Fatima Zahra is waiting. She's looking at me how I'm going to defend this water and how I'm going to make sure this water reaches there. Zahra نشسته آبروداری کن. من وعده آب تو به اصغر دادم. I promise Asghar, Adil Asghar, that I'm going to bring water. یک جرعه‌ای برای او نگهداری کن. Please just keep some water in you. Oh bucket, I'm trying to get to Imam Hussein alayhi salam. And he was going, and it was a moment that was so difficult. It was more painful than him losing his right arm and left arm. That moment was the most difficult point for Imam Al Fadl Abbas alayhi salam. The time that an arrow hit the bucket of the water of Al Fadl Abbas, and the water spills. تیری که به عشق، تیری که به مشک اصابت کرد ابا الفضل عباس فوقف العباس متحيرا. Abul Fadl Abbas stands there. He doesn't know. He's undecided. He doesn't know what to do. Should I go forward? But I promised them there is no more water. He's waiting there and he's all in pain that I couldn't. Ya akhi چرا ای غرق خون از خاک صحرا بر نمیخیزی. While he's standing there, while he's suffering these moments that I promised and I cannot fulfill, it was the time that Harmala, may Allah's curse be upon him, he throws an arrow and hits the eyes of Abul Fadl Abbas alayhi salam. He doesn't have a hand. He doesn't have to to remove the spears from his eyes. How painful is this? But still, this pain compared to him losing the water is nothing. He doesn't know, and the spear, how difficult it is for a spear to be in your eyes. He brings his head down, so with his knees he can remove the spear, and as soon as he brings, his helmet falls, and one of the lu'ana, one of the cursed one, he comes with a very heavy metal stick, and he hits Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas on the head. Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas falls on the ground. This was the time that he calls, Ya akha, adrik akhak. Oh brother Imam Hussein, please come to my aid. Imam Hussein alayhi salam, he's running toward it. He's running toward Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas. He comes, he says, he sees his body is cut into pieces. And what he says, Biya bargad khayme, ay kasokara. Oh brother Abbas, please get up. Please get up. I can't do it without you. This was the time that Imam Hussein said, Al-an inkasara dhahri. This is the time that my back broke. Biya bargad khayme, ay kasokara. Mano tanha nagzar, ay alam dara. You are the bearer of my flag. Don't leave me alone in front of these people. These enemies, they knew while Abu al-Fadl Abbas still alive, they cannot come near the tent of Lady Zainab salamullah alayha. Oh Abu al-Fadl Abbas, we promised Lady Zainab you're going to protect her. Get up and see, and the enemy is going toward the khayme. Ah, بخيمة نرسيد فداي سرت حسين قامتش خميد فداي سرت. There were 2 times in Karbala that Imam Hussein alayhi salam was hayran. He was undecided. He didn't know what to do. He wants to pick up the body of Abu al-Fadl Abbas, take him back to the tent. He removes the body, another piece drops on the ground. Every piece he wants to pick up, he can't. The body is being chopped into pieces. On the other hand, somebody cursed one. He says, let's attack the tent of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein, because there is no more Abu al-Fadl Abbas. ألا لعنة الله على القوم الظالمين.